How you guys doing? My name is Philip Anglade, and welcome to FXProNow.com, where I'm going to be able to give you as much Forex as you could be able to withstand on a daily basis. I've turned up a little bit for the past, I guess you could say, couple weeks, and mostly because this is what I do. I'm all in on this, and if you're all in on Forex as well, and I think this is a great home for you. So every single Sunday, what I do is I come on here and I talk about what I call this week in the markets, where what I do is I focus on the pairs that I focus on, and I share with you guys what I see in the upcoming week. And with that being the case, what it allows you to do is be able to get insight on my perspective, but also an insight to see, are you seeing the same exact thing that I'm seeing? Maybe you can be able to actually take advantage of things that I see and be able to actually earn money from it. So what we're going to do today is go through some of these charts to see is there anything available. And I know right now, if you're watching this live, you can't write in the live chat. And I actually did that on purpose. So the only way that you could be able to actually write to me right now is in the comment section. So why do I do that? So for the people that are watching me in a recording, every single first Saturday of the month, I actually give away 5 one-on-one trainings to essentially the person that comments the most or leaves the most comments. And what this is allowing somebody new to have is the opportunity to be able to actually comment and be able to get what I call a ticket to be able to actually get one of those one-on-ones. So 2 days ago, 5 people won the one-on-one. This is actually like the list of people, right? And from there, now they're going to be able to have a one-on-one teaching with me. So how do you win that? Well, number one, you got to subscribe to the page. Number two, go through the beginner section or the begin here section, and there's many different tabs in there that you could be able to go to, and from there, comment on the videos that you have a question on, and also comment on the videos that you have that you've learned from. So that's how you win. All right, guys. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through some of these pairs. So the pairs I'm gonna go over are DXY is not a pair, but we're gonna go over DXY, gold, EURUSD, AUDUSD, GBPUSD, USDJPY, and then also GBPJPY. And we'll look at Bitcoin very slightly, even though the fact that it hasn't really moved since like forever. But maybe November 5th, which is supposed to be a big day in Bitcoin, maybe it'll start to move. So let's get started. All right. All right, let's go. All right, so starting off with DXY, what we see is the fact that price has retraced what it's needed to retrace. So I do see more bulls when it comes to USDJPY, and it's just literally just doing a short-term pullback. It has retraced 50%, and not only just that, but go figure, it actually has bounced off of this trend line that I didn't really see was something that major, honestly. But point A, point B, and into the future, and price has literally bounced right off of that in confluence with 50%. Go figure. So I do see more bulls when it comes to the US dollar. All right. So when it comes to gold, the last time that we were on, I called, and you could be able to check back on this back on the last this week in the markets last Wednesday. I explained, hey, listen, what's going to happen is price literally, and I did actually do a chart breakdown. I think that's going to be coming out Tuesday at about 12 noon. You'll be able to actually get a very detailed version of that, of what happened with gold and how I picked up about 160 pips with that fairly easy. So, point A, we see point B all the way up here, and then point C, we see that price literally stops in midair at 50%, which is like a neutral type retracement, or not retracement, but continuation of the trend. And I saw, hey, listen, there's a lot of sellers exhaustion over here, right? And from there, I got in on a buy, right? And I explained to you guys that, hey, listen, price is going to push up, and that's exactly what it did. I literally drew this arrow before all of this happened, and you can be able to check back on the last this week's in the market to be able to review the fact that I actually did that. So with the fact that I see price starting to pull back, if price passes and closes past this last low right here, I see price falling down not that much, but I see price getting to at least 38.2. So I see if price passes here, I see price going to 38.2 and probably even 50%. So at the least, I'm going to do 38.2. I'm not going to go for any sells when it comes to gold, because overall, I see gold going all the way up to, and I'm going to keep on saying this over and over and over until it happens. So I see gold going all the way up to, and you can't even see it on the daily. I mean, on the weekly, which is crazy. So point A, point B, point C, around in this area. I see price going to this weekly key level at 1423. So this is where I see gold going in the long-term future. So just know I called this on November 4th, 2018, and I'm pretty sure this is going to get to there. Where are we at here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In about 6 months. So I'm calling for in April. I'm gonna type it out there, and if I'm right, holy crap! I need to create a firm, huh? So I'm just gonna type out April, and if I'm right, that'd be freaking crazy. Here, let's do this just to keep it safe. April, May. All right, let's see. You heard it first on fxpronow.com. Anyways, I'm kind of mad that I didn't get into this one. I'm not even gonna front. So literally last time that we were on, I told you guys, hey, listen, price is gonna go to 38.2, and that's exactly where it went. And then it started to push down here. Like this would have been a perfect sell opportunity to be able to get into. So I do see price continuing to the downside in a very aggressive manner. It's just like stalling here. But I do see price breaking through some level of support, whatever's in there. I haven't looked inside there, but I did call, hey, listen, price is going to go to 38.2. If anything in the comment section, let me know if any of you guys actually got into this buy that I called. Even though it's a retracement, it was almost like a obvious retracement. So point A, point B, point C, 38.2. So what's crazy is I called this sell and I called this buy. Like literally everything in here, and also in this gold right here, I called the push when it comes to this H4. So I promise you guys, like I'm giving you like tips. It's just you gotta know what I'm talking about for this to make sense. And one thing I know, and mind you, like there's a lot of information in the description below. Like if you were to click on like the arrow, you're gonna see like a little drop down area, and in there you're gonna see a whole bunch of information. Like when it comes to my course and stuff like that, you'll be able to get information on that by sending out an email to the email that's there. If you want to be able to actually get TradingView, which like I don't know how you can be able to be in the market to not have TradingView. Like I believe that's very important. There's a whole bunch of other things in there as well, but yeah. So anyways, we see price getting to 38.2 right here, and it literally broke down. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to show you guys how to get into the perfect selling or perfect entry opportunity. So we see that price point A, point B, point C, 38.2. 38.2 is a price reversal zone, right? So I'm just going to go straight to, let's go to the H1 first. So the H1 time frame. What we see is the fact that, well, this is not really like the easiest, what do you call it? Anyways, so price is at like this 50% area, let's just say, okay? So being the fact that price is at this 50% area, it's not really price reversal zone, so it doesn't really like count. But what we see here is the fact that price creates a higher high, higher low, higher high when it comes to the 50-minute time frame. Price literally breaks structure, and you're going to hear me say this over and over and over as you continue with me. Price breaks structure clean past this last low when it comes to the 15-minute time frame, right? Price breaks structure, and then what happens is price retests that broken structure. Now, with that being the case, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to get in on the first bearish engulfing pattern, right? The first bearish engulfing pattern. And what that means is a bearish candle eating or passing or engulfing, essentially, a bullish candle. And that's when you get in on the next candle. Essentially, retest again, and then from there, it drops like crazy. Right, so being the fact that I do see EURUSD continuing its way to the downside, what I would actually say is the fact that like this is actually a very easy opportunity for a sell. I would just make sure that price does not ever close past this last high. Right now, when it comes to your stop loss, it's literally like a 14 pip stop loss, right? There may be some, like, you know, I always call it stupid wick that comes out of nowhere. So, you know, I just place my stop loss just, you know, a good amount of pips above that area so that it doesn't do something crazy like that. And then from there, you know, get in on my sell. So in our actual course itself, I go in full detail on this exact thing, how to get in here, what to look for and stuff like that, right? And this is literally all I do all day, every day. And this is just how, you know, I'm making a living in this game of Forex. It's, I promise you, like, once you get this, it's like, it's just easy. All right. So, I'm not even gonna use that anymore. We see that the fact that, hey, listen, you know, like this blue line right here, this EMA, you know, I do use this from time to time. But this EMA is at some levels of resistance, and, you know, it pushed it. And I do see it continuing its way to the downside. So, you know, I feel comfortable even like getting in now, you know, when it comes to this one. All right. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Just making sure that price never closes past this area right here. Now, when it comes to take profit, you know, I see, and I've been seeing this for a while, it's just that price was just literally in bottom. Like, look at this, right on the fucking month. Excuse my language. Right on the monthly key level, like to the freaking T, bro. Look at that, man. Anyways, all right, let's do this. Two. All right, right to this monthly key level, like to the T. All right, I'm gonna do another one. Boom. And let's do 2-2. And let's do another one. All right. And 2-2. Boom. All right, let that one rock. All right, so that's EU. I do see a continuation to the downside move. You know, like it did. And mind you, check this out too, bro. Like it did what it needed to do. Like it broke through clean this last low, creating a lower low. Went to 38.2. Now, we do sometimes want to wait until it gets to 61.8. But what do we see here? We see that price put point A, point B, point C is like at 38.2. It's a very strong move to the downside, and that's okay. And what do we see here as well? we see a break of structure, clear break of structure. And if anything, if this wasn't the break of structure, then this clearly was a break of structure. This would have been the perfect selling opportunity. We got in based upon other candles that closed, and you know, I do see the continuation of that trend. All right, so being the fact that we were right on that one on freaking point, this one right here, so on point, like this one to the T. Check this out, 38.2 was that push. I remember that one, right? So like EU, I've been on point. I literally have been missing a lot of these, which is unfortunate, but because the thing is, it was like in this level of consolidation. Now I do see that it broke that area. You know, I feel very bearish on EU right now. And like I said, you know, when it comes to US dollar, I do see a continuation. So I do see this continuing to the downside, push, clearing this last low. And 38.2. So with that 38.2, I do see it an aggressive push to the downside. All right, AU. All right. Now, when it comes to AU, this is just an interesting something when it comes to AU right now. So, all right. So here's the thing. When it comes to AU, 61.8. Check this out, bro. All right. Yeah. All right. So here's the thing. Time and time again, we see that price will push down and then push up to like 61.8. But sometimes price will push down, get 38.2, continue, and then push up again. And then keep on doing that over and over and over. For example, just like the last time that there was a push, you'll be able to see right here, price pushes down, pushes up, and then continues, but then pushes up again. You know, that may look like it's a break of structure, but it's just not. All right. So this being at 61 point, like on the daily time frame, it closed at 61.8, 78.6. I do see a continuation of that downwards trend. Now, this push up was very, very strong. Now, it's just the fact that, you know, price has been very bearish on this for so long. So as long as price doesn't pass this area right here and closes past, it won't be a shift in the trend. So I do feel comfortable in that continuation of that sell move, and yeah. As far as my take profit, it's literally same take profit that we had from before. So it wasn't like a clear continuation of that, you know. So it wasn't a clear like break of support. It was, but you know, it wasn't that strong. It pushed up strong. Just imagine having like an entry at the 78.6. Beautiful. How many pips would that be? Oh, wow. Whoever got into that buy, beautiful. Because I would have never thought, honestly. But I do see a continuation of that trend. My first area that I would say would be like right here. It's negative 27%. But I guess we'll see. And it may be slow. Excuse me. It may be very slow. So 69, 7. All right. GU. Honestly, I don't feel comfortable GU as of yet. I just don't. It's just really weird, honestly. Let's see if I can come up with something. All right. Let's look at the daily. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, I don't feel comfortable with this one. I'm not even going to say nothing about it. AU has, I mean, UJ's just been in this consolidation area. I got out of my buy. Strictly because like I was in a lot of profit and I just didn't want to deal with anything. And I did see price heading down to 38.2 based upon this these H4, right? So I do see a continuation of this bullish action, but I did see it continuing to the downside. So let me like break this down all the way for you guys. All right. So we're on the H4 time frame. So let's pull up my fibs from point A to point B right here. I do see price pushing down to about 38.2, probably even all the way to 61.8, and then continuing its push to the bullish area, this bullish area up here, right? Now let's look at the H1 time frame, so I can be able to put these fibs on top of each other, so I can be able to show you something I also do. So from point A here to point B right there, we'll see the fact that 50% and 38.2 both line up with each other. So I feel somewhat confident that price will push down to this area right here, and then from there continue its way to the upside. So I'm just waiting. So I got out of my buy only because I didn't want to like lose any of the profits that I made. But I do see it continuing. Crap. I do see this continuing its way to the upside. I do see it going further than that, and going in that green area. So boom, boom. Man, there's so many fibs. I don't know. I do see it going up in that area, in this green area. But for now, I'm just gonna put it to here. So I have like sell limits. I mean, buy limits placed in between these areas right here, because like I don't know when it's gonna go out of that consolidation area. But I have my buy limit here, and I have my buy limit in this region down here. So hopefully it catches and then continues its way to the move, to this push up. Now on GJ, like what's crazy, I did not expect such a bullish push to the upside at all. And this is actually what I was talking about with you guys, where we can't be like ignorant to the fact that this can actually be a push to the upside, right? And like I pull my like my full bias is the fact that it'll continue to the downside. That's my bias, right? Now, last week on Wednesday, what I showed you guys is, I wouldn't be surprised that I can pull out my fibs from point A here to point B, up here, right? And what we see is the price at we see that price is at 61.8, right? And what do we see? It pushes up strong. Now, do I see this continuing? Breaking structure, breaking the strong trend line? Nah, I don't. I still see this as a bearish push, right? And this is just a very strong, what do you call it? Retrace. That's it. That's it. A very strong retrace, and then it just gives us another opportunity to be able to get all those pips one more time. So my take profit still down here. So I actually did get into a sell. I saw that there was a large gap, so I have one of my take profits. So I have 3 different entries that I got in. One is here. One is there to close that gap, and the other one so I can be able to show you why it's there. So if I pull up my fibs from, no, not that way. I'm pulling it from this way. Boom. Oh no, this is based upon, just in case this is an uptrend, I pulled it from the top. So I put one of them to close the gap. I put another one at 38.2, right? And I put another one at 61.8, right? So I do see price continuing. At least to here, right? Maybe not. I don't know. I'm at a very low lot size because, you know, when it comes to going against trend, you know, sometimes, you know, you just want to go in a lower lot size. But you see this red line right here. This is still a downtrend because price is just testing this level of resistance. It didn't break structure at all. So it's just test resistance, and then it's just giving us just more pips, honestly. So I'm up here. This one would be 35 pips. This one would be 140 pips, which is freaking stupid. This one would be 240 pips. And to get back down here, about 400 pips. And then like just a continuation. So did this push up? Yeah. Did it push down? Yeah, essentially. But then boom. So I was like halfway right on that one. So I do see price continuing to down here. I hope price continues to go to 61.8 and then it continues. So once price closes that gap, hopefully it continues. But am I going to withdraw my order, like close my order once it does that? Nope. What I'll do is I'll just watch it, and then once it closes past this gap, I'll just move my stop loss here because I do see that this is just 100% retracement and a continuation to the downside. That's what I actually see. So this is just a strong retracement that I was not a part of, but I do see a continuation to the downside. So every place that it goes to, if I'm not watching it, it might take profit. Cool. But if I am watching, after price passes that area, I'll move my stop loss to that area or a load above it, right? And then I keep on following it. So, and then probably even re-enter once I see a break of structure, something like this. And what I mean by the break of structure is like something like this, where price pushes down, price pushes up, right? At least 38.2, and I'm going to look at that on the on the M30 time frame. So price pushes down, pushes up, and then pushes down again. Then I'll re-enter based upon this area right here, closing bearish candles. That's what I'm going to be looking for. So just remember I said that. All right, guys. So Bitcoin, nothing going on with Bitcoin. Just know that tomorrow is the 5th, November 5th. Now, am I like a expert when it comes to Bitcoin? Not even freaking close. Do I own it? Hell yeah. Right. Mostly, I'm mostly like into alternative coins. I do see alternative coins blowing, you know, these like Bitcoin and Ethereum out of the water at some point in time. It's just that, you know, Bitcoin was like the first. But I don't know. We'll see. I'm not a pro at this game as of yet. But what I do know is tomorrow is supposed to be a big day when it comes to Bitcoin, and whether they're going to release an ETF. I don't know exactly what all that means, but I'm in, and you know, I'd suggest just to be in as well. You know, you never know. And yeah, so I greatly appreciate your time, guys. Oh, today was actually pretty short. All right, so just to recap, we have AU as far as like from, you know, what I'm personally doing. So AU going to 0.697, We have EU going to 1.122. We have GJ going to 145.75, and then 144.8, and then 146.87. I'm also on silver, which is interesting. By mistake, it put me in all the way at the freaking top. So I do see price pushing down to 38.2 when it comes to the H4 time frame, point A, point B, point C going to 38.2, hopefully going to 61.8, and then pushing up. I do see gold and silver going to like infinity. Yeah, there was actually this interesting video that I was watching explaining that gold is the most like, I don't know, I forget exactly what the word was, but it like there's a lot of fraud attached to it. Now, not in a bad way if you're in on actual gold, but in a bad way if you're in on paper gold. This is why. So what they explained is the fact that for every 1 ounce of gold, there's 4 people that own it. Now, how? Well, there's actually companies that sell paper stating that you own a certain ounce of gold. So let's just say that everybody went to go get their gold right now. They can't. They wouldn't be able to get it because, like, let's say out of 4 people, only 1 person will be able to get it. So what does that mean? The price of gold is not the price of gold. The price of gold from their talks would go out of would blast off if everybody asked for the gold. So you never know. So I greatly appreciate your time, guys. If anything, in the comment section below right now, let me know of a question that you had as this was going. Let me know of something that you've learned, something. The communication between you and I is something that's going to be able to help you, but also help me to know, okay, what are you guys going through? You know what I mean? So again, guys, I greatly appreciate your time as far as like jumping on here and being here with me. And I'm excited for Tuesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to come back on here and we're going to do the red blue cloud method, and from there we will also do Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time a recap of this week in the markets, and then Thursday 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time another red blue cloud method at 10 p.m. All right. And just know that this course that I'm going to be doing on November 29th is going to be the last course of the year. Right, I'm not going to do one in December. So if anything, it's probably best that you lock in your spot this time and not wait. All right, guys. So speak to you guys soon. And, let's become an FX Pro now. Let's get it.